Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Interactive Space Engineers series. This week's suggestion comes from Game Changer, who requested a fleet of similarly designed spaceships from the same manufacturer. So this week, I'd like to introduce the Stella Cadens series of spaceship. The design philosophy behind the Stella Cadens spaceships is one of dynamism and speed. That's where these sleek trails came from. The idea originally was to build the Lamborghini of spaceships, so this is where I got. The name Stella Cadens is Latin for falling star, and refers to the trails left in the wake of falling stars as they pass through space, similar to the trails built on the back of these ships. The variants I have today are the Stella Cadens Recon ship, the Stella Cadens Assault ship, and the Stella Cadens Inertial bomber, and we'll look in detail at each one of these throughout this episode. Let's start with the Stella Cadens Recon ship. The idea behind this design was a ship that could travel locally between asteroids very quickly without warp engines, as warp engines cannot be built on small ships owing to the lack of small gravity generator. So unlike the Trident that I built a few weeks back, this thing can accelerate very quickly just off the main thrusters itself, and is very good for travelling perhaps from the base to the superminer, which is down here. The arch-shaped trails on this ship are filled with gyroscopes as well as thrusters. This is what provides the acceleration as well as very good handling. So as you can see, we can do barrel rolls with these and point the ship in whichever direction we want, which is useful when it comes to flying past things at very close range like this. While it's equipped with many front-facing thrusters for deceleration, I do recommend flipping it into reverse and using the main engines to help decelerate, as they are larger and do provide more force. Once again, the acceleration of this ship is shown off as we fly back towards the base, and we move on to the next ship in this series. The Stella Cadens Assault ship is much heavier than the Recon ship, thanks to the main body being built out of heavy armoured blocks. It is designed like this as it's meant to fly into enemy territory and do as much damage as possible. It's equipped with 4 automatically reloading rocket launchers and 6 Gatling guns to do as much damage as possible. This ship is fitted with more forwards facing thrusters than the Recon ship, as to provide better deceleration given its increased mass. The Assault ship also has excellent manoeuvrability, however this time the gyroscopes are built into the main body as opposed to the trails. This is because the trails are made out of light armour blocks so as not to weigh the ship down too much and still give decent acceleration, while the main body of the ship is heavy armour blocks which contain the vital equipment such as power plants and storage. For aesthetic reasons, all ships in the Stella Cadens series have 2 cockpits. However, this particularly benefits the Assault ship as one person can concentrate on firing the weapons while the other concentrates on steering the ship. This is especially effective when using the rocket launchers, as the best accuracy comes from aiming from the cockpit, as you can see here. The last ship I'm showing off today is the Stella Cadens Inertial bomber. Its job is to attack an opponent from afar without being damaged from too close to an encounter. To do this, it uses these 12 landing gear to hold onto warheads, accelerating to top speed with the warhead still in place and then releasing them. The ship as a whole slows down while the warheads retain their inertia and continue until they hit the opponent. This ship is best against static enemies. As you can see on this static transporter, it's completely severed one of the nacelles, destroyed the walkway from the cockpit to the passenger bay, as well as doing damage to the manoeuvring capabilities in the gyroscopes. So it's very effective at incapacitating static ships and maybe some space stations too. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure to leave your suggestions for next week in the comments section below. Tell me what you thought of these ships. Like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, have a good day, bye bye.